Hello, it's Collette from the Sacred Rose Temple, and welcome to this week's energy report. It's the 23rd of June, and we are moving into a new energy. I reported last week that things were about to change, and for sure by the 24th, when the Cancer new moon enters, we're going to really feel that there are things dismantling and that there is a better energy coming in, as we've said. Hurrah to that. So, yeah, it's been a true time of dismantling things. It feels like this whole year since January 2025, it's been super tough that we've been riding, really deep graft work, inner work, outside work. It just feels like it's been very, very difficult for us all. And as the difficulty has been around us and in things, situations, even the depth of work or study or whatever it is we've had to engage in, that there seems to be this place that it feels like we're doing all that from an empty cup. Like our energy truly isn't, able to fulfill what life's asking us at the moment. So if you've been feeling extra tired, maybe been a little sick, or just feel like you don't have the energy, it keeps getting depleted, then that's been part of that collective consciousness anyway. So it feels that we've been really demanded upon in life, in all areas of life, that we're being pushed and pulled, and there's actually not enough of us to go around. And this has had an impact on our nervous system as well. Our nervous systems have been in overload. We might have been in our flight, fight, freeze, fawn responses, and just really having to grapple much harder to drop into a sense of regulation. And I know a lot of people have been really feeling that high in anxiety, being in that fight or flight place. It's been really difficult on our nervous system, but that's going to start to settle now. And what the whole nervous system seems to be clambering for is some sense of craving clarity in our outside world. So we really feel like we've not been able to drop into our intuition or deep knowing or instinctual self because it's been so cloudy. And we've really been looking for relationships, clarity, work clarity, home clarity, and that we've been able to make really big decisions that are focused around where we go next in relation to work, home, relationships. But it's still not quite clear yet, but it's coming. It is coming. And we just have to continue to sit in the very things that are trying to bring us clarity. We are absolutely craving safety, peace, a little bit of stillness, some love, some security. And that really is the energy of Cancer. Like, Cancer is this energy that's all about self parenting, self love. It's a deeply mothering, womb nurturing energy. And as the moon comes in, this moon in Cancer, it really is about trying to apply that to ourselves. It will bring up from tomorrow some deep emotions. We're really truly going to feel that little inner child and some really deep ancestral lineage issues that long for safety and they long for healing. And this Cancer energy really asks us, like, where do you mother yourself? Are you allowing yourself to be mothered by you? Do you do that for you, or are you always giving that out to everybody else? And where do you abandon your inner needs to try to, please others or look for outer security? So it's really worth asking yourself, like, how can I mother me? How can I create security within myself? What doesn't feel secure? What is missing? How can I offer that myself? And what you'll find is that that is truly in alignment with the Cancer energy. The archetypes around the collective when this Cancer energy comes in is the Great Mother, this feeling of being connected to the Great Mother, being connected to the Mother, being to the Mother that supports us and nurtures us inside, but also the inner child, as I said. And it's a very oracular energy of using your inner oracle, really digging deep inside of yourself. Stop using tools and things that take you outside, but allow yourself to root inside into feeling your your oracular prowess, or you see your prowess, that's really going to allow you to drop into having a deeper vision of about what's to come. There's also this week, Mars will be in Leo, and this is a fiery energy. It's a fire of self expression, and because it's with the watery kind of energy of Cancer Sun, there's push and pull between being emotionally vulnerable and the desire to be really loud and speak out and express ourselves. And so we're going to be feeling that we're going to be emotionally expressive. We're going to have to really be careful that we are feeling the emotions rather than reacting and projecting from them, and that we're not performing. We need to, instead of choosing performative strength, we need to choose embodied courage. It's about being courageous in an embodied way, processing the emotions that might come up, not acting from them or behaving from them, but allowing them to process through us so that then we can come into a more sovereign space that isn't reactive, isn't projective, but is from a deeply aligned place within ourselves. And, on the 27th, we have this Venus trine with Neptune, and this is a beautiful energy. It's all about being open hearted, it's about being creative and romantic. It's a divine, feminine, dreamy energy. And on the 27th, you can definitely be using that to think about doing invocations or rituals for love, music, poetry, prayer, or consciously calling in sacred union. If you're someone who's looking for deep conscious relating, if you're somebody that's really looking for a different kind of relationship, maybe that's within the relationship you're already in, then this would be the day on the 27th that you really called that in. And that would be kind of in this energy's light of calling in sacred union, conscious connection. But that would be really defining where you are not in alignment with it, the behaviors that you do that keep you out of alignment with that sacredness or with that conscious related, because you're in patterns, or even more precisely, you have deep illusions in love. And it's Neptune that will begin to dissolve those boundaries and try to show you where you behave in wounds, where you're in loops, where you're in patterns, and where the illusions keep playing out for you that keep you out of sacred union or more conscious relating. So I think that's a pretty, pretty powerful day. And then as we move through that, what we'll find ourselves is Mercury squares Chiron or Chiron, and it's the 29th. And that is all about wounding words, being careful of words that we say to others that might wound, and also words that come into us that might wound us, old stories that we might keep retelling and capturing and looping ourselves in. And particularly about not being heard, not feeling seen, not feeling heard. And this is going to be related because of the square on father wounds. So father, daddy issues will come up, and that is so in connection with this mother energy of Cancer, this Neptune and Venus, the Mars in Leo. All of this would really lead us into the 29th, where we might be thinking this is connected to my relationship, my wounding with the father. And it will ask us to just offer it compassion, offer that compassion to ourselves, to our fathers, to use it as a way that we can see where the ancestral wounding and healing that's needed is showing itself to us, and to be in that mother energy of, okay, this is the wound, this is the relation with the father, this is coming out in behaviors in me, and if I offer it compassion and love, and I tend myself kindly, then this can heal. So yeah, it's a very very moving, waving energy this week. It feels like, Cancer's a lot of kind of watery energy there that will move us like the tide in between different states of feeling and knowing and fogginess and clarity and emotions and actions. It's going to be like that little wave of moving through some stuff, but it's going to be a lot gentler. It's going to bring the very things that we've been really struggling against over the last how many months, 6 months. I know I find myself today just thinking, whoa, that's been another tough 6 months. And I have had lots of emotions. I'm feeling really super tired. There has been lots of stuff come up with regards to my ancestral line and my whole inner feminine and masculine energy, and a whole big focus on conscious relating and what that looks like and what prevents us from that. So I hope that this recording finds you in a way that helps you soften into what's happening and knowing that it's trying to work things out for you for the greater good of yourself and the collective. Because as we know, it's crazy out there. But doing the inner work on ourselves actually will cure and heal the collective energy. So we start here, we work on us, and then that'll shift what's going on outside of us. So ride the moon energy well, feeling the space that it is trying to really come into some alignment with your soul and your soul's desires, and that everything will start to change soon. So take care for now. Love. Bye.